basketball. This And we are just about ready to get this one underway. But before we do, let's turn to David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, we all have seen when the Warriors are going well, it's a thing of beauty. Coach Steve Kerr says our offense is pretty simple. We only run a few actions, but in order to thrive in it, you have to understand concepts, spacing, and cutting. We just happen to have really high IQ players. Kevin, that's always been Golden State's secret weapon.
It has, and their coach reflects it, and their team plays the way he thinks. Good stuff, D.A., thanks. And the Houston Rockets starting five. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Jalen Green is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Brooks in at small forward. And for the Warriors, Green is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Moody. Then it's Butler. And it's Curry in at the one spot.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Bulls from the top of the key. Şengün with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And here's Green outside. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kuminga. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
For so long, the Golden State Warriors were waiting to be back at full strength. But when one guy comes back, it seems like another goes down. The injury bug has been a real challenge for them.
Now here's Green. Out to Brooks. The Rockets again can't hit. Injuries, though, are an obstacle the Warriors, RJ, have met head-on.
Yeah, it's impressive how they've overcome those hurdles, insisting on still playing their best basketball, even when they're shorthanded.
And they've had a chance to develop some younger players when the older guys, the established players, were out.
Gotta use these opportunities because 5 minutes can go to 10, just like 10 minutes can go to 0.
Well said. Now Butler, following the three-point attempt by Dillon Brooks. Here's Kuminga. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Green in the post. Great D that time from Green. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Brooks. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And when he's locked in on defense, Brooks is a force. Almost a one-man fast break waiting to happen.
Here's Kuminga. The Rockets pull it in. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Curry against VanVleet. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Curry against VanVleet. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Moody. Here's Butler. And the Warriors miss again. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Şengün is a guy that works ultra hard at his craft. Being a bit undersized at the center position, you know what? That's what you got to do sometimes.
Now here's Van Vliet. Green finds Şengün. Lock at 6. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now here's Moody. Guarded by Green. Moody's shot is off. Hey, Richard, how about Şengün? This guy stands out when he's out on the court.
Yeah, he sure does. All due to his work ethic. Plays quick inside and makes the most of his floor time. A couple more years, and this dude could be a standout.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And both free throws good for Green. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Time to get loud and make some noise for your Warriors dance team. Get ready to move and welcome out your Warriors dance team. Time to get up and make some noise for your Warriors dance team.
By Green. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
The drive by Green. Misses the layup.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Healed against Thompson. The feed to Adams. Basket good.
And nothing seems to phase Adams, even when you get physical with him.
There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to Curry. Let's go. That shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Green taking his time here. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Making things happen amongst those trees, Green. He's pretty relentless.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Guarded by Green. Takes it off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
With 4 seconds on the clock, misses the layup.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Rockets lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Fans, give it up for your Warriors.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from 3. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the 3-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Right, Van Vliet out there with Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Van Vliet following the basket by Stephen Curry. There's the pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. No good from outside.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
And here we go with Curry running it up the court, and there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Pass to Şengün. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Curry. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Van Vliet outside. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. The Warriors trailing. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
High energy points from Butler. He gives everything he has to this team, and they love having him on their side.
Now here's Van Vliet. No points in the game yet for him. Smith outside. Puts up a three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Smith. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Houston gets it back. Adams, the pass to Smith. Goes up again, and the layup is good.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Moody. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Moody. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Houston moving the ball around. And Adams kicks to Smith. And Smith slams it home.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And a look at the Mobile One drive. Driving right into your living room.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. They lead by 4. And it's Brooks in the corner. Over Butler. The shot comes out. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets ahead, leading by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Steve Kerr. Coach, what did the team do in that first half defensively?
Just competed. You know, we have a very good defensive team, and our guys are getting after it. I think we've been a lot better defensively than we have offensively, and some of that defense has led to some transition and some open shots.
Something your guys always fall back on. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
With how they're shooting, it's a miracle they're still in this game. There's still a whole half left to play. They need to stop wasting shots and get serious about finding quality looks.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Houston leading by 4. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Curry is out there with Moody. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Kuminga in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around. When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
You know, Richard, had to be extra special for Steph Curry to set the 3-point record in New York.
Yeah, doing it in the Mecca, sold-out arena. The previous 2 record holders there, December 15th, 2021, a great day in the career of Steph Curry, the history of the NBA.
Rockets leading by 3. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Moody. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Now here's Curry after Jalen Green's miss. Curry on the wing. 5 points in the game. The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
Draymond Green.
That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 09.
T-shirt time. Make some noise. for your Warriors, Dix team.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers, indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Richard, if there's one thing the Rockets want to emphasize this year, it's defense.
Yeah, no question. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league the past few seasons. To turn your fortunes around, you gotta focus on defense. It's the most important thing.
Here's Curry. The Rockets making the shot. This one for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
At the elbow, it's Hield. Santos, the pass to Hield. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good. Rockets trail. Covered by Hield. 1:22 left to play here in the third. No good on the fadeaway.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Curry on the wing. Nice move. The Rockets pull it in. Covered by Hield. Lays it up off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Houston. There's 37 seconds left in the third. The Rockets with another miss. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Known as a volume three-point shooter, Hield is effective both as a starter as well as coming off the bench.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Buddy Hield taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hield. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Houston. Green, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Both free throws good from Hield. Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Healed against Brooks. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Brooks has got 6 points. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Rockets lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco.
26.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Dylan Brooks. Smith is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Green, and it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And so it's Houston with it. The Warriors making the shot.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
To the left wing, takes a 3. Moody's shot is off.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And so here is Houston. Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive. The pass to Kuminga. And here is Moody. Dishes it to Green. Shot clock at 5. Here's Butler. And the Warriors miss again. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Smith trying to break loose. They get the rebound.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And Kevin, talk about a tough finish. The defense all over him, but he still finds a way to get that off.
Butler got a piece of it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Green kicks to Van Vliet. They kick it out to Green. Over Moody. Here's Smith. That shot off. The Warriors go the other way. Right side, Butler. Over Brooks. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Butler.
In this league for a long time, Jimmy using the mid-range area, a forgotten space of the court in today's NBA.
Now here's Green. He kicks it to Smith. From outside, off the mark. Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Shots good by Green.
Over his career, Green has been in so many huge playoff games, so he's used to the pressure moments.
Butler against Brooks. To the paint. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Brooks. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
Timeout called the Warriors.
defense for your Warriors, Dixie. Nation, time to make some noise and welcome out of York, Warriors, Dixie.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Curry against VanVleet. From deep three-point range, Curry can't get it to go.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now here's Brooks. No good there. Some solid defense from Butler. 1:21 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Moody. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Green.
First team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Moses Moody. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Here's Brooks. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
And really at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
No question, it's a big impact play. Credit to him for working hard to find that opportunity.
It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 3. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 52 seconds left in the game. Butler against Brooks. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide-open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Green left side. Rockets with the rebound. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Van Vliet. There's the dish to Brooks. Ooh, offline. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
At the line for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler, taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And someone who welcomes big spots, Jimmy Butler loves that he's at the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're down by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Get ready to move and welcome out your Warriors Dinks team. Here we go. Make some noise, fans, for your Warriors Dinks team. Time to get up and make some noise for your Warriors Dinks team. Fans, it is time to get up and get loud.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
I'm sure Curry could close his eyes and still make these, and like frankly, I'm waiting for him to do that.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And thank you for
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. That was a hard-nosed win for you tonight. What was the difference?
The energy in here from our fans, from us, and then we just guard it. I think whenever we guard, we're really hard to beat. We got guys that can score the baskets, but we got to continue to guard.
Hey, you shut off their water down the stretch, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long.
Moore.